Back live at the Civic Center. In case you're wondering, tickets are still available for tomorrow's TV finals. If you show up down here, the broadcast starts at 3 o'clock nationally on ABC, and I'm sure that if you get down here, you can get yourself a ticket and see it live, because some are still available. Now let's go down to Mike Gallagher on the floor with a special guest. Mike?
Thank you, John. Special isn't the word for this guy, because we've all come to know his game. We've supported him over the years, and he's been one of our favorites here in Erie, and he'll certainly be one the crowd will be behind tomorrow when we get started with the television finals. That man is Mike Edwards, and what a remarkable way to make the television finals. I was going to try and explain it for our viewers, but I think you can do it much more eloquently than I can. Go through the whole scenario and what happened.
I don't know if I can go back to the whole thing. All I remember is I'm sitting there watching, and I can't breathe. I'm just like, you know, I'm watching, is he going to make the spare, then is he going to have to strike? And, all these thoughts are going through my head about the breaks I've gotten in the past. I've had some bad breaks in the past, and I was like, man, just give me this one, you know. And it happened.
And it was Weissman and Traber.
Yeah, you know, Traber, I think, threw 3 1/10. And Wiseman just needed a mark, count and mark, and he gets 6, and he lost count because he's on a spare. So like, yeah, we're adding it up. So like, he has to spare strike, and you know, next thing you know, he did it, and it was just unbelievable.
I talked to you a few days ago about all the great things in your past in bowling, and you put Erie up there as one of the top 3. And then I said, well, if you could win this all, it might really put it up there. And here you are in a position to do that. You must be extremely excited.
Well, yeah, you know, just to be back in the top 5 was huge for me, because I've been bowling bad all winter, and I haven't been bowling bad, but I haven't been doing what I need to do to, you know, to bowl that well here. But this thing is just kind of a shot in the dark, and everything worked out this week. It just, from the word go, it seemed like my carry was good, and I got loose. When you carry, it's good to get loose, so everything just kind of fell into place.
Today you seem to pick it up a little bit. I don't know whether it was you seemed to get a little intense, but your game seemed to change at some point today where you really became focused.
Well, yeah, I had a talk with my wife, Meg, that you know, and she said, just go out there and kick some ass. Just, you know, do it. Just go out there and win. You know, you can do it. And I'm like, all right. You know, so I listened to her. It's like, that's all I thought. I said, just keep thinking over and over that you can do it. And, you know, it happened.
How do you like the situation here at the Civic Center?
Oh, this is awesome. This is, like, cool here, because I can't even imagine what it's going to be like with everybody here. I mean, it's like, awesome right now, but it's going to be nice.
Super. We're going to let you get back to practice. We might even watch you for a moment here. Well, so good luck, Michael. We're pulling for you, bud. As Mike Edwards takes the lanes. Before we go back up to John Evans, let's let Mike Edwards throw one here on live television on the lanes here. And there are tickets available, as you heard John Evans say, for the television finals live from the Erie Civic Center. Television time at 3 p.m. A program note, again, tune in at 2:30. And really for Meadville hockey beginning tomorrow morning as we see Mike Edwards with the approach. And hopefully a lot better than that come tomorrow afternoon. Now let's go back up top to John Evans. John?
Mike, I guess while we're talking about programming changes for tomorrow, we better reset the whole day for everyone to make it clear. Tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, that's the new rescheduled time for the Whiz Kids finals, which I know lots of people want to see. They've been wanting to catch that, and it was originally scheduled for later in the day. It's going to be at 11 tomorrow morning. 11:30, the pregame show for the Meadville hockey game. Noon face-off for the Meadville Germantown Academy hockey game live from Philadelphia. John Leisering and Mike Sisti will be there to give us the call of that game. Then here at 2:30, we'll have a half-hour pregame show for the bowling, and then at 3 o'clock, the bowling begins live on ABC. You got that, Bob?
I got it all down.
Okay, well, he was taking some notes, I know. Bob Learn Jr. joins us, Erie, Pennsylvania's own professional. And, Bob, I know you were very disappointed not to make it to the top 24 this year, but a good tournament for you nevertheless.
And I felt it was another solid, performance. I just missed, that's what hurts when you're really close and you just don't quite get there. But it was a great tournament. I tell you what, the position round was incredibly intense, and Mike Edwards and Walter Ray Williams really came through in the clutch. They threw big games to get there. There was 6 guys going for one spot. It was tremendous.
Looks like a pretty decent group for the TV finals tomorrow, don't you think?
Very good, very, very strong field. There's going to be some good scores tomorrow. People are going to come down. They're going to see a great show.
You had to be pulling for the other Erie bowler who made it in the top 24, Ross Caruana, who did wind up, we see, a 14th position, cash for $2,600. Just a super effort by him this week.
Absolutely. You know, we practiced last week together, and we worked out, I'd say 3 times last week, and, you know, he was throwing the ball great last week, and I said, you know, if the shot's outside, you know, the way you like it, I think you'll do really well, and just happened to be that way, and he bowled tremendous. He came out and he showed people that, you know, there's other guys out here that live in here that can bowl well.
I've got to ask you before we go about your race for the 300-game lead. You've been fighting it out with a mail carrier from Ohio, I understand, as far as the total number of 300 games. Where does that stand right now?
I'm actually one behind the guy from Dayton, Ohio. His name is Mike Whalen. He's got 48, and I've got 47. He's got 10 years on me, though, so I'm hoping that helps.
All right. Bob Learn Jr., always a classy individual. Thank you very much for stopping by tonight. We'll be back with more from our Civic Center program after we take this time out. Stay with us.